Hey guys, this is our third video, and in this guide, we're talking about the AP exam. We're talking about what to do for the exam day. So we've already reviewed the e-ticket, where to get the e-ticket, check your tech, how to prepare the steps before the exam day, but what about on the exam day? So we are looking at our third out of our 4 videos here. All right, so on exam day, we are going to have 2 questions, all right? On your first question, it'll be 25 minutes with 5 minutes to submit. And then the second question will be 15 minutes with 5 minutes to submit. You should check in 30 minutes before the exam. So the exam's at 4 p.m. You need to check in at 3:30. Again, there are people from all over the world. Everyone who takes the AP Environmental Science exam is checking in at 4 o'clock. So you need to get there early to make sure the site doesn't crash. Are you going through, etc., etc. Okay. So I like to say if you get there earlier, then you can take that time to kind of like, okay, I can do this. You know, psych yourself up, not psych yourself out. Psych yourself up that you're going to do well, okay? So check in 30 minutes beforehand. Again, 25 minutes to do it. In the demo, they only give you 10 minutes. So just kind of play with that a little bit. Know that it'll be 25. And just keep an eye on that timer, okay? So 25 minutes to develop the first one, 15 for the next one. All right. In your testing environment, so you could do a little place somewhere that you can set yourself up an area to remove distractions, enable the do not disturb or quiet on your device so you're not getting Instagram messages and TikToks and all that business. But let your parents, guardians, siblings, and friends know that you're going to be testing so they won't disturb you. Okay, so let everybody know, hey, yo, I'm testing, keep out. Okay. Make sure your device is plugged in and that it is already charged if you haven't charged it beforehand. If you had limited bandwidth, ask others on your network to, hey, can you just like sign off? So, you know, sometimes in my household, if we're trying to upload documents or something, we take everything off the internet. You can, you know, on your phones, just switch it off. If somebody's playing Fortnite or Netflix or something, those are like high bandwidth streaming services. So just for that time that you're testing, ask people to, hey, please stay off the network so all of the internet can be focused on your device, okay? Have your checklist that I, again, mailed to you, and there's a PowerPoint with voice and a link to check the checklist. Make sure it's there with you. And again, you don't have any required documents, but I highly encourage you to keep your review stuff right there with you. So in your required documents, you guys, for your classwork grade, part of it was making 1-page review documents for each unit. So, or 1 to 2, if you could keep it in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, doesn't matter. You can keep those with you, but your textbook or anything else that you'll need. Again, they let you use Google, but it's really worthless to do that. All right, exam security. You can't incorporate any work that isn't your own, and you may not provide or receive aid from any kind from anyone. So don't attempt to receive help through the web, a phone, or social media. So don't just immediately post it to Twitter and expect a response. They don't want you and a friend doing it in the same place. Most techniques will remain confidential to maximize their effectiveness, but they are monitoring social media and discussion sites to detect and disrupt cheating. Actually, they've already caught a few students trying to cheat, like they're trying to manipulate the system and find a way to do it together or something like that. And so they've already like caught a little ring in California or something. I don't know all this business, but that's what was told through our networks here. But we may post content designed to confuse or deter those who attempt to cheat. Attempts to cheat will be detected immediately during testing and will be identified through June and July when we score the exam. In addition, student exams will be scanned for plagiarism by software and then shared directly with the teachers. So basically, College Board, there's a possibility that if you try to Google something and then copy and paste it, they could have like manipulated the search engine to being like the first or second document that you see, like when you searched it, is something that College Board posted And then if you copied and pasted it, they're going to be like, oh, well, that's what you did, right? So they're looking at that. Again, they're scanning you through plagiarism detection software, so very similar to what you'll see in college. When you submit papers, a lot of times they will send you through a plagiarism software, and so it'll hit if they think that your wording is too close. And they're also going to share it with us, so we are going to be like, yep, that's just how, so and so sounds. We've seen enough of your work to kind of know how you sound when you write. Some students, it's really kind of cool. You sound exactly how you write, and then some students, your technique when you write. It's just really interesting. So, students found violating the exams, according to College Board, will face severe consequences, including having your score canceled, as well as reporting to college admissions that you have attempted to cheat. So if you have any more questions about exam security, you can go to the link here. Now, you can't click the here in this PowerPoint or this video, but if you go on Canvas to the very first link, this entire PDF, I kind of like changed some stuff around and everything and took out stuff that you guys don't need. But if you look on this page, you can find it. You can report any cheating attempts here at that point. So collegeboard.com/report cheating. So if you wanted to report any sort of cheating that you've heard. So I can't stress the severity of academic integrity here. It's very high. I don't have to tell you guys that. You guys are amazing. But I just wanted, point it out. Something that we have to talk about. All right, check into your exam. 30 minutes before your exam, you should be checking in. Now, if you've done the demo, this is what it looks like. In the demo, you put practice, but this is actually what it will look like. And then you see where it has that time there. So the first exam question will automatically appear. You should not refresh or hit the backspace, okay? Once it's there, do your thing. Like open 2 tabs, start typing, type in, to copy and paste, or you should be writing, okay? You'll need to spend a few minutes passing through various security filters to confirm your identity. That's where, after this ID thing, you're going to be putting in your name, your phone number, date of birth, stuff like that, okay? So the timer shows how much time is left. All right, answering the exam questions. For most exams, the questions are divided into parts labeled in alphabetical order. Use those letters to organize your response and make sure that you're not accidentally skipping any part. So as you can see in this example, this person's ID is up here. So they have their ID, they have their initials, they have what page number it is, and then they have this, okay? Now, when you are typing, you still need all of this information. You just don't need the page number, okay? So you still need to put A, okay? You can use spell check and grammar, but if you have Grammarly plugged in, you need to disable that. You can print the test questions and annotate them if you like, but you can't use annotation software to annotate online. Exams with more than one questions, you won't be able to do the second question. Like, you can't just read the first one and be like, ugh, I can't do this, I want to go to the second one. Nope, you have to finish the first one, and then once you're done, you have to wait a certain time, and then you can go, like that fully elapsed time. And then once that whole elapsed time has happened, you can move on to the second question, okay? And then once you've submitted the first question, you can't go back to it. Again, the best thing I can say is do the AP demo. All right, how to manage your time. During the exam, you'll see a timer at the bottom of the screen. Keep that timer visible. So you can hide it, but I would suggest you keep it visible because it helps you manage your time. And then when you see that it turns red, that means it's 5 minutes or under. At the red mark, you should stop working and start saving, copying, pasting, ready to submit. If you've done the demo enough, then you probably already know, okay, this is how much time it takes me. But remember, there's a lot of people submitting at once, so you want to make sure that you have enough time. So you can still earn a 5 if you don't finish your response, but if you don't finish and you don't submit, then, you don't get any credit because you haven't submitted the work. So try your best, but you do want to submit your work. Losing track of time and not submitting a response before the time runs out is not an acceptable reason to retest. So this is one of those things that you can't make it up if you didn't submit. Like, oh, I ran out of time and I couldn't submit. Well, tough. had the time to work on that, okay? AP will set standards for scores of 3, 4, and 5 this year, so it's not more difficult to earn a high AP score this year than it was for prior years. So to submit your response, you can submit in a 2-step process. You can either attach it like a document or copy and paste it from that document, and then you can click submit. If you don't click submit, your response does not count. You have to click submit. So over here on the right hand side, you have that upload. That's what I did in my example for the demo. You can attach a photo, so you would upload your photos, and you have to upload each photo is each individual page, and then you submit, okay? Or you can just copy and paste your work. So this person just pasted that work in there and then submit. You have to click submit. Once you submit, your response may continue to transfer depending on your bandwidth, but that's fine because you'll be able to move on to the next question. Even while your first question continues to transfer. So as long as you click submit before time ran out, you're fine. If your response continues to transfer after the exam ends, wait for the on-screen message to confirm that your exam is complete and make sure that your submissions have fully uploaded. You should see your AP exam is complete message. If you don't see that, you should go to the request makeup to explain the situation and request an e-ticket for the June makeup date. So you have to see your AP exam is complete. All right. What could go wrong while I'm testing? Well, if you accidentally close the browser, your device crashes, or you temporarily lose internet access, just click the exam e-ticket again and return to the exam. Continue the exam, and if you feel at the end of the exam the temporary disruption may have negatively impacted your performance, then you can request approval. That doesn't mean that you'll get it, but you can request the approval to make up the exam. All right. During the exam, don't refresh the browser or hit the back arrow. That's going to be something that will kick you out very, very easily, okay? Do not call AP. If you call them, there's no one there. Because of the pandemic, nobody's working at work. They're working from home. So you aren't going to be able to tell anyone, oh my gosh, my exam crashed, okay? Just go to the cb.org/request makeup. That's all you can do. If you want to contact me, you can, and I can see what I can do on this end as the teacher, but as of right now, that's what I know. As your teacher, I would like to know, so please let me know. But right now, don't call them because there's no one there. Okay. So what to have ready on exam day? Exam ticket email. Complete your exam day checklist. Again, check my other video. Check the checklist that I've sent you in the mail. The device. What kind of device are you using? Browser. Have you got that? Have you closed out all the plugins? Internet. How's your connection doing? Assistive technologies. Not really applicable for most of us, but just in case you need accommodations. All right. Recommendations. You have Word, Doc. How are you ready for that? Permitted. Do you have your review notes ready? What about your textbooks? Do you need that? Get it out. Previous assignments or assessments. Like, what do you need? Have it ready for you, okay? So these are just going to be some quick things, all right? But again, check that checklist. All right, so that's going to be it for the exam. I don't have enough time to do the 4th video, so check out my 4th video for our last little bit when we look at exam scores, credit, and placement. So after you take the exam, what does that mean for you, okay? I'll see you in the last video. Bye.